Welcome to Cinema Cheese, you buttholes. Today we're going to be talking about a local micro-budget indie flick from 2024 called Blood Gorge. Pain is only temporary. Halloween, now that's forever. This movie is written, directed, and starring Victor Gabriel, who I'm not super familiar with. He had a good presence on the screen, I felt, and I don't know how many titles he has. According to IMDb, there's only one other. It's a movie called Cruel. I'm not sure if that's out yet or not. That one's about the Michigan Dog Man, which they also mention in this one. So I thought that was kind of neat. This movie also is starring Kate Braden, who also did the special effects for the movie, which, when I say micro budget, I'm talking, according to IMDb, $600. So what you get in this 40-minute short movie for that budget, I thought was completely just great. The movie's a lot of fun to watch. Like I said, it's only 40 minutes long, which is a great selling point. It's easy to watch. You can just pop it in, and enjoy it. So for the budget, like I was talking about, what Kate did with special effects was really good. The first death happens right after the opening credits, but before the title flashes on the screen, and it is a girl named Laura. I believe Laura was her name, and she gets one of those ground spikes hammered into her head while she's duct taped to a chair, which looked pretty great. But the cool part about that effect was after it shows a close-up of her face and she's duct taped and they got blood coming down and then all this gross like snot blood mix just coming out of the bottom of the duct tape, and it was just ugh. But it looked really great. And then they did a close-up of her dead face as the title goes across the screen, which I just thought looked really awesome. But that was only the first kill. The second kill is easily my favorite, and I'm going to spoil it, but I'm only going to give you words. I'm not going to show it to you. You need to go and pick this movie up, which you can get at Toxic Filth video. I'll throw a link in the description. I recommend everybody go check it out. It's only like $15. It's really inexpensive. The second kill, CJ at the video store gets an axe to the head and then a giant dildo crammed down his throat. And it was just a really great kill. I always appreciate a dildo kill in a horror movie, or in any movie for that matter. You only see dildos in certain types of movies, horror being one of them. Anyway, so, like I said, this is a 40-minute movie. It's really short. I don't want to talk too much just because there's only 40 minutes of material, you know what I mean? So I don't want to spoil everything. I do want to mention that it is kind of a party movie. It's got a younger crowd. It follows a group of friends who is partying on Devil's Night, and they're doing coke on Ouija boards and all this stuff, like drinking and smoking and listening to loud obnoxious music. So that's a fun party scene. But really, a lot of the action is the friends are going to go hang out on Halloween night, and they're going to go to a corn maze and go off to the cemetery and do all these Halloween-y things and get all messed up. Because, they got ice cold Faygo, they got vegan marshmallows and 10 pounds of marijuana. So, that sounds like a good night, with the exception of the vegan marshmallows, which I don't really know what those are. But, so anyways, they're messing around with the Ouija board, and then Victor, his roommate, comes in, whose name is Justin. He's super fucking awkward, and he wants to hang out with them. They're just like, oh no, we're just kind of chilling or whatever. But some of the people are already getting offed by a masked killer. And the killer, he's got all black on. He's got a black flight jacket and a big obnoxious rubber mask that looked like it had a smiley face drawn or painted on it, but it looked really cool. I liked it. I also want to mention this movie was filmed between Dearborn, Michigan and Armada, Michigan at Blake's Cider Mill, which is one of the bigger cider mills around here. I've actually been there, so it was kind of neat seeing a place that I've physically been on in a movie. But they're also known for their hard ciders and stuff. I know they sell them in stores, so some of you guys might be familiar with Blake's. I don't know if they're nationwide or not, but a little fun fact for you. I thought it was kind of neat. And I mentioned Kate, who is one of the friends that are in the group of friends that go off to party and do all that stuff. She also did the special effects. She doesn't have a lot of dialogue, but she's cool. It's like that rebellious, horror girl with like the Faces of Death patch on the back of her coat and all that other stuff. So she was cool to see, and she did the special effects, but she was looking pretty slimy, is a good word to use it, by the end of the movie. You get some creative kills, like the dildo one, and then they have like this really cool giant saw-bladed weapon towards the end of the movie, which was kind of neat. But like honestly, like I said, between the budget and the length of the movie, and I don't know how many shorts or whatever Victor and them did before this, there might just be like a bunch that are just not on IMDb, which is quite possible. All done really, really well. There was a couple issues with sound, but with the budget, like, I expect sound issues. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought the sound, for the most part, throughout this movie was really great. But also, too, this movie has what I love about indie horror movies. It had just a great vibe to it. Like, you could tell everybody involved was wearing multiple hats. And you can also tell that they probably had a really great time filming this movie. Like, they all had really good chemistry together, which I really enjoyed. And that's, like I said, what I love about indie films. Like, I love watching something and just seeing people that are passionate about what they're making. They're making it because they want to make it. Nobody was really making a lot of money off this movie. At least, I don't think. I hope they do. And I hope they continue to make these movies, because I believe they're just going to keep getting better and better. So hopefully we will see. Hopefully Toxic Filth will put out more of their stuff in the future. I'm sure Jason will. Jason's great at finding these types of movies and putting them out there for people like me and hopefully you to enjoy. Just something a little different than you won't see at like the theater, or whatever. I always really enjoy these types of movies. So yeah, like I said, micro budget, Michigan, indie, gore. Oh, I want to call it a gore movie, and there's some like explicit violent scenes, but it's not super gory, to be honest with you. I think it's the right amount for the subject matter. It's pretty lighthearted overall, I thought, and I thought it was super enjoyable. So definitely recommend 2024's Blood Gorge. I will put the link down there for you guys to go pick it up if you'd like. But yeah, alright, boners, I'm gonna let you go because I gotta go stock some porn. But until next time, keep watching cheesy cinema, but most importantly, keep watching cinema cheese. This is your boy Queso out. Peace.